on my CTV GH, and the Frontline Ghana. The interactive segments is adding up, of course, to make it complete on the very number 02029734610, 02029734661. All messages tonight, pray, would be read. Folks, tonight is the weekend Frontline. And I have two issues tonight to deliver. Two. One issue tonight we are going to, brace ourselves with is that, yes, Ghana is 68 years down the line. The question we've been asking, who are the heroes, the cornerstone of this 68 years of our survival? And of course, what have we done, in keeping this very 68 years, and the men and women, our heroes and our heroines, what have we done for them? Nothing. In fact, even to be able to identify these heroes and name them after edifice that is of, it deal them with not. So one, if you're unable to identify your heroes and your heroines, how then do you, as it were, to be able to measure the contributions they've given, they've offered for the build-up of this country? Then you can know that there's a lot that needs to be done. Folks, tonight we are going to name our heroes and our heroines. And then what are we going to do? We will see what kind of, reward that must be given to them. That's a very shocking part of it. Look, there's so many distortions in our history, and I don't really understand why. Guess what? There is a runabout that was named after somebody who did not contribute anything to any significant thing to the survival of this country. And I'm talking about the referencing what? The Dankwa Circle just around the Usu. Now, when you reach the Dankwa Circle, this circle has been named after J.B. Dankwa. The question is this: what is it that Dankwa did for this country? What is it that that Dankwa contributed to this country? What is it? In the scheme of things and in the mainstream politicking, what role did Dankwa play in Ghana's political history? But you know what? Just immediately you negotiate the runabout, and then you are heading towards Labone Junction or the what do you call it? The veterinary. Right after negotiating the runabout, on your extreme left, there you see a huge building standing there. That building is described to be that of the very first building that was built in Accra as far as the Gold Coast in 1930-something is concerned. And who owns that building? That is Pa Grant's building. Now, Pa Grant is what? Is the first renowned Ghanaian to have formed a political party in this country called the UGCC. So why we did not name the runabout even after Pa Grant, whose building is a proximity to this? Now, by naming that runabout, after what's his name, J.B. Dankwa, the question is, what is it that J.B. Dankwa has done for this country? And for me, I would describe this as absolutely untenable. It's an affront to, our historical artifact. Why? The farthest we know about Dankwa is a certain association that we've known, we've learned, and all of that. Oh, that, yes, the Dankwas are coming from the Akufo-Addo's angle, the blah, blah, blah. Those called the bourgeoisies and those believe in the razzmatazz. But again, do you also know that Dankwa has no blood relation to Akufo-Addo? Are you aware? Do you know? Oftentimes we've been saying, oh, Akufo-Addo, the Dankwa, and blah, blah. Do you know that former President Akufo-Addo has no blood relation to the J.B. Dankwas? Tonight, you are going to hear the history. The man with the best answers to all of this, of course, will join me shortly. Still on the bill tonight. The Frontline is going to do something exclusive tonight. We are going to unveil somebody tonight here. Yeah. We are going to, unveil the lifestyle. A lifestyle of a group of people who brought onto themselves the trouble of today. And that is the group called the Tiger Eye. a journalist by name Anas Aremiyao, Anas, Ahmed Swali, and then the gentleman currently in incarceration in the hands of the police called Daniel Owusu Kwatson, also known as Amache. Who are this group of people? But do you know what? Ostensibly what we are going to do, we are going to reveal two journalists we know. One is saying that I am Anas Aremiyao Anas with a cover face. Then one also says an Anas Aremiyao Anas without a face. So tonight, we'll reveal to you, we will uncover the Anas without the face so that you know who is this person. And tonight, by doing this, we are telling the Anas Aremiyao Anas with a cover face, if he's the same person we are going to uncover today, then we are asking him to come forward and answer some questions because we need to interrogate him. But if he's not the same Anas Aremiyao Anas, because now we have to understand one thing. We have two Anases here, one with some whatever cover face, one without not. So we unveil the one without the cover for you to know, for you to see. But if he's the same person, then we are inviting him to come. This is what? A media organization that needs to interrogate the issues. We are asking him to come forward. Tonight you are going to see stuff. There's a lot on our table. It's going to be a very hot show, like you saw on Wednesday. Brace yourselves for a lot of things coming, folks. All this and more, right? It's on your weekend Frontline. This is the nation's biggest investigative magazine show, the Frontline, airborne across all dozens of stations, including all the regional capitals, picking the feed right from Upper East, Upper West, and of course, we are live in Northern Region, Tamale. We're live in Ashanti region, we are live in Brong-Ahafo, we're live in Eastern region, of course in the nation's capital, Accra, live here, and of course in Volta region, Central region is picking the feed, Western region, plus the 6 regional capitals. This is the Frontline with Kwekwanan and the entire team. Folks, brace yourself, connect to the social media, and the link is my CTVGH and the Frontline Ghana, both on YouTube and then Facebook. You can get the link. Don't waste time at all. Call a friend, call a brother, call a sister, call anybody you know. Together we sit and talk and make a sense of it all. Folks, tonight a lot is coming. Let's get started. And I agree, you know about Bedin Komosron Kopam. And Koma ye Bedin and the on May 68 crown, men can say with Trimu. I mean, as a meeting and try 68, Edia San Watche. Ediosia. Hey, Kwaku. Ediosia and Watche. My goodness. That's quite significant milestone, is it not? We Ediosia and Watche. Monfancha mio, Kwakumisia has a meeting. Ha! And fear to do a yedi no. Now, someone agree ye be some say, and society is and what tree a ye. One more abwa, ma or main, yet to me hold your main, Vonibeka said the cornerstone. Ah, Emma or may jina and pempenswe, woman a whinum. Nam predud was sent as I nipa when see this hour for fear, yet to me bore my basso. No one call me a nipa bang. A son said, ye nim. And yen science so soon find your feature say, Yentimi Ponka Kaiwomo, Nancantimia de IBB. Way distortions are akoso away history no more. And on American Cecilia is said, share downqua a runabout yes way. A dear intinia this are downqua circle no. Yet the battle JB Dankwa, the JB Dankwa in our history, nothing. In fact, in the scheme of things, no ocean so political set Nankasana Krane, JB Dankwa, Robe and Susuno play, when play Robia. Now, so, yet the sound roundabout, Eddie Ama JB Dankwa. Why? Now, what shall roundabout, no, Kakrebi, na Wubekwa, won't send me fast to say, a day can see BC, won't say, photo the and the Bisu, almost signboard bill. Sardine, a white dear, a par grant. Par grant to Sini Pa, or Maimu. One of the first political party, what they bought Memo called the UGCC. Need the Ninia runabout. It's a now they runabout you call 2 Obia. one more may walk in be so now they run about got to none dice you see run about into mude to nane den. A nipa bia trasia distorted history a brush inform chese a yomun and a bia na sata momu 2 minutes. JB Dankwe, Koka, the Ekosian say, oh, Akufa the Wafana say, but are you aware? So say JB Dankwe, ne Akufa the new relation there. William Zadwe. Only any relation. This is a group of people who believe in the razzmatazz and the bourgeoisism. They and so forth, but for me, JB Dankwe any relation. Folks, asemna you and agree, you be do come on. History power, you the better pronounce the amount one time. Still on the bill. Matse said, Afi Abranti a friend, Ahmed Swali, we free mu de dada. And the police force say, one man ya Abranti and was Sebi, we ye Swali and Quadi free. And I'm saying, no, that's a lie. Monko Shisha, Nipani ye, and yet they're matching one. I see the Beba ni Chesem. Or how near Tetea Abranti or see a friend, Anas Are Emeyao, Anas. Wasesa sa mebu na de omu si oso de omu koye adwuma o hawa odo omu kogum no ebini de na yehu no menne obiba eye Daniel Owusu Cranton ene wokonya sebe amania sa amania yi ense so wokonya police fo so ntumi fa evidence bi emu odum fa mameto ebini no na ye kan ono abrantie owo Ghana for God how many years are people even aware say sao abrante ya police fo achini obaye waba owo Ghana ho waye documentary bi with the FSN Ghana FSN Pharmacy Council ekotwa a secret undercover video about Kwanya Pharmacy Council for edit certificate edema pharmaceuticals basa without the prerequisite arrangement so moye ema sa video no documentary no on Joy FM4 and entomba be sa documentary ema making Pharmacy Council for the injunction akotoso and na minimu kase ne and a court calling for that case. How then comes says any panel and wukukum na down for Ahmed Swali obi sheche no mo yesa na say den ya folks anadriwo ho me ba be yadi bi akere mo me ba be bo apawa efa sa edwumakoi Tiger Eye ene ne domi wom ho na yeyi a journalist mienu baako ye friend no Anas Are Emeyaw Anas ohye mask ene wo journalist baako so no so ye friend no Anas Are Emeyaw Anas onhye mask. Yes na mi beyin foni no akere mo Anas Are Emeyaw Anas onhye mask mi beyin na akere Ghana for se monhwe no oninie Anas no ohye mask no anu minim no but my main can say the ohye mask no say you no asoso ena de mi beyi ohye mask na ye ono a then ye bisa so omrefia but so nim say enye ono a de me can say he should shut up wherever he is no nya me enye edwuma but so ono na ohye mask ena ono a na ye ba beyi ni a then we are asking say we are an organization a media organization we are asking him omra forward. Oh, say we put Grofoma in danger. Emene obiewu obiswewu obiewu yasen akwachi obiatum asa nipa no oni ma asem no ho hwe but then investigation no omukeka ne say folks if you have a papa now na many muntu America ne yenko ne ntem say every baby edre and your friend say Ghana Speaks proudly brought to you by Ora Blaster 4. Now, one more dear, the year can say, Yankopon ya dom or China Memini Shannon so, or China Memini Ora Blaster 4, dear dom Ebeko site. Then Omoque, Womukobo Miniako, my ashes, I see Bibre, and I'm say, and Sassini Bibria, Mumubinum Moyeden, Moyesu Edgeman, Ninana, and Tokwa Ewaso, Obekoson and Kranti Guhonum, Nkutukru and Strada, Etuo, Ukumanamne, Sophie, so na offensive weapons. Obi de ba be di wewu the last time crowd ko and nature said the ohia no say ohoni bi si hoye afije wo hinu say the draw mo de abeshow because of asasi hu ntokwa si jai meni Ora Blaster for to na monstro kwa ko jinsas yantam bebre wo baby ti say kwabenya kaswa breku denchira amasaman nsa wo mboteano ani bebre ya yeni na hu nkrata wo ba ye betwa asase bi di amount na ye krata no so di amount na fi ya amount akonya obetimi etuetua ne kakra we ye be ma payment schedule as per the amount we etuetua ne kakra ja we to for the meantime na fi ko asase so na koye dia wo pese wo ye se bia wo pese wo si dan kra bi di utitum ana mpo se bia wo pese wo de koye business wo build hostels ana school ana mpo hospitality hotels no me ade ana wo pese wo add up to the your friends and housing deficit by way of building going into real estate akonya ewo ho asase suye ni na no ye the access road electricity water ye the ko wo pese wo ye adwuma na pa ewia na dwene na akonya ho ora blasta afon sase no susu papa ye ochina nyame ya adom ebonondu 10 a wonu mo ko site di nipa akokyere sedian sase ne tie wo su betimi akobi wo kwei ana wo pese wo kobi ochina pa tutututu frɛ wonum awo 053 6176327 053 6176327 ombejo so na nyoma ina no adeda na kwemu. Take a listen to woman sase sedi nyoma esiti won. Watch this.
Hello, welcome. Thank you. Sure. I'm interested in buying a plot of land. Seeing your ads online, decided to pass by and come check it out myself. Doing business without seeing real offices these days is kind of really stressful.
What is your budget range?
Spending about 50 to 70,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow. Luckily, we have a plot of land here going within that range. Actually, at Dentrad.
Oh, great. And how's the payment plan?
We have an initial deposit of 20%, outright payments, 3 months payment, 6 months payment, and 9 months payments. With the outright and 3 months, we give you 1 triple stone and 1 triple sand.
Oh, wow, interesting. Sure. And I think I'll go for the 3 months payment.
Great.
When can I go view the site?
Every Saturday, 10 a.m. is site viewing.
Then I think we are good to go.
That's fine.
That's nice.
Thank
Thank
you so much.
Nice doing business with you.
Nice doing business with you.
Find your dream property with Aura Blackstar Limited. Visit us today and let our expert team guide you home.
You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555. Our website at www.aurablackstarlimited.com. Aura Blackstar, your preference, our priority.
Great, folks, we are back on the air. And I do the air banner. I know what she knew who ye. The Mekacho and say, brace yourself, call a friend. Obia sending message was we are back to blah blah blah. I cannot call the name here. No, this is not that one. Okay? But the Mekacho and say, call a friend, call a brother, a sister. Nana Drian Fanny may be into topnos. Now, I think I need to give a summary about something. Now, on Wednesday, I think that people saw say kweku na mi buefu ye pa. Na mi buefu okwan benso. Na mi buefu because of a kwanya. Kweku Anan has become very passionate when it comes to Anas and Semsem. Now, you see, the reason why some of you must send messages. Edibedi di kweku Anan tem. Woman so best sending message be boku kwanana baso for taking this bold stand to be doing this. Now, for the purpose of moi munim, nama mudidi atem wo hono. Enema ebi a meye small summary we di amount. It says empeni ka se mi say se ukotu benu se omo konto kwa e mi se omo se ba ne se o bisa omo se na no na ba ne say eno ene be ma wasem wetimi hu asem ne mu yie. Now, who said, I don't know if it was Monday or Wednesday, I stated categorically on this network, said, I have been a victim of how Anas, Aremi Anas, and if I had not been a victim, let me name Kwanya, Anas, Asembabe Masem, and I may take me time, say, Anas, I just and come you. It's not really in my radar, so no, who hear me, sir. But it was when Assembly FCA may be a victim to how his kind of journalistic ejuma ACTA, and from that day, now me catch and say, listen, the myth about you will be broken, and the myth about you will be demystified. And that day, me catch and say, you, me know me and we are sworn enemies until death. And listen, for the purpose of those of you out there, munimu in Sembino, my memo was summary of this. Somewhere in 2015, I wasn't on TV, I was on radio. Then a group of chiefs coming from East Dadekotopon, Munim East Dadekotopon, Womoba my office. Now me radio, so back me say they want an investigation, and this is not the first investigative program I'm running. If you care to know, Womoba and almost say no, we want you to investigate about so and so person that he's a journalist. You see, it's a long story, but I'll give you a summary, a short one, because the full story will come somewhere another time. One more by almost me run an investigation on so and so. Say, but this is a journalist I know, a friend, because Minina ye do my pain. Anas Arme Anas. Almost say yes. I'm say Assembly, we see he is encroaching on their lands. With the whole of East Dadekotopon, Honomania the other. I'm so are you guys sure? Anas Arme Anas, no, he's not closer to any stuff like that. Yeah, argument in your then at a point. What happened is saying, I have to go on the ground. So I needed to go on the ground. But before I go on the ground, then I place a call to this Anas without mask. And wherever Anas you are, listen to me. Now the last when you said some very good it was a Anas should teach Kwekwana lesson. Whoever you said, you must be stupid to have told me, send a message to me, say Anas in me lesson. And tonight, I want to be decent and give you the narrative of what you don't know. So the reason why you could send that, spew those rubbish to me, and you think me, I'm scared of Aremia. You don't know what is going on in this country. Only then to place a call to him, say, Anas, yes, sir, what you James are CBO, Chado, and then I say for, is this true? Or say, bro, it's not true. And that he's going to buy a land. And a land will be person or assassin free in him. And at the end, or can say me none, you know, come forward, near new como. Or so no, many times I'm about forward because we're busy financing them, so no problem. Then I have to go on the ground to check, collaborate what I was told to that of what is being put out there. Only to go and realize, as someone I have for no more is that they go to pon de buy no necessarily they nkuma. What avalanche of complaints, accusations, allegations, including people I spoke to, some were politicians, some were businessmen, including the Roman Catholic Church, the big church in Chado. Roman Asofwe, any friends and sister Teresa, when we complaining, say, Anas is encroaching on their lands. How? And if some of you care to know, there were ministers, including a minister like the former minister for local government, Martin J. Kosa. All of them had the raw deal in the hands of Anas, and some of them meant to go all out. Somebody like J. Kosa called Kweku Bakun severally, told Kweku Bakun to tell the boy to back off. Now, people say, Anas, I don't mean Anas, of Fribimbila, Northern Region. So the question is, these are things some of you don't know. Go and read, go and find out why we are doing what we are doing. Now, without me boring you going into deeper history, no. Sir, is that the Koton Ponsasi a now, at a point, there were two families fighting on the land. So the late Peter Lajete formed what he called trust. And the trust in Yadinsa. But before, in Tokobia Kosu between two families, one called Terry Attach Nachefo, one they call for Anas, I remember Anas, by so Ombe Boom, no more fighting because of Anas, has built the clouds and his image and blah 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 into Ombe Boom. Only then Anas came, Anas abe entrenching and realized that no, and Krofonu need the capacity to match. So he knowing the in and outs of the system, let's so take advantage over the situation. This is how Anas got himself in the lands in Chado, where John Muhammad lives now. And the whole that place, if you are to go there and find out what has happened there, including the Ghana Armed Forces, led by then, your friend is saying, Lieutenant General Opon Pepra would have to form a military team to make sure that the whole place, land gas. Anas was accused of dropping land gas all over the place. Now, The trust that was formed by Peter Lajeteno eventually went into another transition. Sa hemfo no eba me ho. Na yenkom no na che said the eba no huma me asam no bro me so I was so overwhelmed. And I'm saying, what is going on? Every move to bring Anas closer for us to understand what is going on. Or say, Mema. So we realized, no, what we need to do is that we have to do a documentary about this. Is this the guy who claims to be the self-righteous, the gatekeeper? Oh, yeah, then. Oshers and Crawford, Eddie, Womono, Wamu, now, on radio, then I had made an announcement, said, this is what is going on. And we need to put this documentary out for Ghanaians to know. Because Anas, and we think that he's not the person he claims to be. Ghanaians, guess what? This was in 2015. Whilst we were plotting to do this documentary, Anas was preparing to release his number 12 documentary of Kwesi Nyantakyi. Now, when Oscouty who said no, at that time I'd come to interview him about the issues going on in Chado. Quickly, no, yes and no. He has to discredit this journalist Kwekwanan first before anything comes out. How he managed to sense, he said, no, I was plotting to do a documentary to expose him. I don't know. I was there just one particular time. Making them say, I kept say 2 weeks for him to drop the number 12. So the atmosphere was charged. Then a gentleman by name called Kwatin, whose name surfaced in the last conversation between Ahmed and then Vince Amache, that boy Kwatin, another useless idiot. Osumano, and I didn't know who this guy was. This boy calls me and says, Opeso ni mi di nkomo in terms of opeso share me. Dem ni ko share wa Afrikiko. Ye ko share branche say, me wofa. Eka number 12 na eba no, and that ne wofa any Kwesi Nyantakyi. Akoye business of $1 million me say sika no. Aye bi me ne wofa na adwane akɔhye bunu ho baby because of the expose. Na me say really na womati say Mimi be a documentary be about this same Anas or no say cleaning system. And so that's true. But we are in the preparational state because what we have is so much. Or say then me wafa say they want to come and sponsor that documentary. And so really, not big deal. Yeah, they see a juma. Then we departed. Now Obaya no, he just put on the table a checkered bag. No, this is no so. I thought that was a bag. The next day, and our some frames so ne wafa Onina Kobon Command and Wofa to me say they are ready to come on board and feed on that documentary. About the second time, Odru one or the same checkered bag, Odisi upon also, and or the envelope to us, and the Wofa say unfair mammy. Now, we and the commitment he said they want to sponsor them. So, oh, really? How kind your alphabet me? Now the envelope now bring me scadem to me, man and co. Meet me, baby, what be frame? What by ya? What is he come and say, Minye? Now, Wofa say, and the commitment at just one a documentary, no problem. Then that meeting also ended. Then the second time you say she abuse, no say, ne wafa say, only some say that ben a check. The ben ye per ye document, I'm saying you, ora. Anything I will frame here by, please tell wafa say on to no boise. And also, ye be kono so o yi envelope, a free bag no so me wafa say me fema. I'm so catch over some then I say. Name your next meeting there, but that the total cost of our documentary because we need to speak to the television station. Me need time I make Independence Square ne say na akoye that's you know they be no oil no I'm not interested in that. Yeah, the TV stations need to telecast. The third one, then we've gone to check with some TV stations knowing how much this documentary was going to cost, including the footages are as you on the ground near the best documentary. So the third one, we met at hotel my friends and Kempinski's and then I wrote everything on paper. Right there now, you better Danny so Bizanan, me wafa se me fema. And they say you figure me catch and then our next meeting I'll bring our sponsorship to this documentary. And what I'm telling you, it's all there in the public domain. Now listen to me well. So when you must send a chassis, next I will be Joe Bekika Sabin, some 4 tremia. No, I am measured because I will bear me, I will slap you to death. We are talking about life and death matter here. Do you know how many people Anas, Anas, and this are bonny way or did do one those persons couldn't come out to defend themselves. This stupid entrapment, this stupid, foolish entrapment business, Ghanaian authorities could allow Anas to go scot-free with all of this. And you know what? Bob Marley would always be right, say, he who knows it, fails it. You can understand how passionate I have been when it comes to this little twitch. Now, me try anywhere, Obi send a message by, say, Anas, Kweku, go and teach Anas, I say, Kweku, a lesson. Okay? Anywhere Anas will go is what I'm looking. Me upa, famiko US what all the Kokrana wabroso. You can take Canada, Japan to anywhere in the world. For me, anywhere the maybe corner, my Canada, Japan maybe I will pay corner because me yes came out. But anywhere Anas is prepared to walk with me down the aisle. Swear to God, I'm too much ready. Asima meka tremu. Ni na kokowie sen. Kowie say. Abrante ni jam wa oko ya pe. Then how many days? It could be about 4 to 5 days. Then a colleague of mine who was a journalist and I don't know, say out of we free edumanim called me and said, Kweku, you've met some guys. Uno make kodin komo. Charlie, that was a bad move. And I say, how? Henry. No, say yes. Also, you know what? Those guys now question Anas nipa almost man so mrame and trapel. And I say, but do you know the discussion where it's about the documentary I'm about to do? And I'm also no. So now, folks, listen to me. Wednesday, I told you something. Said there is one particular thing that is very synonymous with this guy. Is that one? He creates the scene. He pushes the victims into the scene. Then what he takes the best of shot. That's number 3. And then the last one, he takes them into the court of public opinion. Now, listen, before the court of public opinion, they put the snippets of this into the airwaves. They charge the atmosphere to the extent that one can say, what is that? Some near day banwa no soon no crying na na de need planning. And that's very evil and very wicked. This is what they did to Kwesi Nyantakyi. Okay? Now guess what? Abrante ni me can same way about 1 hour na me who me first video pam at the public domain telling a story which is completely different from what we had in Afrikiko. Until and almost about the afternoon time, no almost a drop another video, bam, and also ebedaho. Hey, and when you check all these videos here, none of the issues about discussing them corresponds with what is in the video. And the video, they've put a narrative behind the video. A narrative that is not my word is about them. Or no walk in them. Okay? Now me share video ni and I'm say, hey, and just someone here can is are we serious? This is how Aremia we with Juma. Now boni me na my media me documentary. So if he said that we no and yan cry, I don't know my forward. But you know something, he needed to do that quickly to discredit Kwekwanan of what he's about to do so that he can save his image. And from that day, I'm say, hey, and once who Anas took Kwekwanan to media commissions, a media commission for MMA investigating me because I'm disgracing him. And that he has come to give me a bribe. Now listen and cross the dot and the T and make a sense of it. Say, somebody who has said openly coming to do his documentary. And you go and give him money. Then after that, you go and make a narrative that you've come to give him bribe. A bribe to stop exposing you or a bribe to do what? What is it? And you drew media commission. When I catch a media commission, it was a lesson. Until I'll sit and have time with you. Tell whoever. Anas Okuna Wabano. We should know the Anas without mask. Because I don't even know him. Minimum. But if it's Anas that I know without mask, then we are prepared to do something. Simon. Media commission, Nina Koko Wie say. Ne lawyer, Kise Jaben, Etro Krata de Baye say, court, Ama. And now some provision be said, Obetimia Katenam see foolishness of the highest order. And then Mohu Kiseja ben on or two and no Suan Quadebin, Mohu we as said is it here. And from that day, Nams you all this your self-style entrapment business, you are making it look as though you are fighting corruption. Between Yame, I will expose you until the world will end. Hey, Mikweku. But you know what? A lot of people are now taking this thing to them. Many of them he succeeded and destroyed them. But me, you can't. I'm also a journalist. So let's face it squarely. Okay? Let's face it squarely. Now, who be kick and say me be attack and ask for what? Oh, you were doing why should I come and attack you? But because of a new and then Munko go to Chado, now Munko find out say the news on the ground about Anas, I remember Anas said saying, I'm going to show you another video. But like I said, we are talking about Anas without the cover face. And if there's any Anas with a face covered, I don't know him. I am dealing with Anas without a cover face. But so you know anyone cover the face, then tonight we are asking him, come forward. Folks, now, tonight the Frontline is going to showcase how this Anas, Arameyo Anas, with no cover face, does his work. Indeed, what we know to be the signature of this Anas without a cover face, as I intimated last week, has always been first. He rehearses, coach the people or his surrogate how they are to what? Help their victims perfectly, and how to what? Commit the crime as they lure them into the crime scene. Afi tie me be ya de akyere bi wani na tie. Afi me be yi Anas Arameyo Anas only cover face. Na ekwan ya ofaso a ode say nipa ne say ono din kan create the crime scene. Owia afi wa bomodin say nipa na debi aso ni nipa na eye ade no. Na wa rent is ankrofo no. O rent o ma no do ma be hye dem o. Na we coach obia say wo ka we. Na o coach o mu wia afi nipa no mpese o me ne bone no o mu de na be hye dem o. Wo mu de ne be hye dem o no no aduane akote baabi. Na say nipa no wa kire obia what to say. Making na cameras shisha demo abrantie ya enne a police force say ono no okokuma amedi ono na fix all the cameras. He's gentleman oye ne djuma onye boni bia police for ni nim say the American no kretchero. Oh yes, woman na to hu ye djuma de manas keke just like that. Na o wie wo demo no no epie near the victim na be she a demo no my de o me wi no me take video. Omu studio na omu de omu narrative akoto say boni we and omu de just as he did to me. Na me ebro yes I no I had over several lawyers in this country who said Kweku take Anas to court. And I said me for Anas in court. Never, I won't do it. Me for Anas in court. Nemo adiam de be Anas wo me mu me de court and cheye. And you see there's Anas in bit Anas upon court. My you ready turn. We prepared ourselves to meet Anas way back several years. My year ready channel. No, but me in anywhere, in any jurisdiction, the circumstances he has to do what he did, for which we have all the dossier there. No, I bet you say, is this journalism? Make a choice. Me fanenko baby ya. Nemum me mount a crusade on this guy for the rest of my life. Me be yim for niatro. She kwen Anas is he prepared the grounds. He leo. And then lure the people in there. Or you rehearsal seeing what you we are with Johnny near the victim Abeshaho. Now I am coming to show you the face. The face of the Anas, Arameyo Anas, whose face is not covered. There's another Anas be there on the face I covered, only minim no. But this is the Anas I know, whose face is not covered. Maybe you haven't seen that face before. Tonight, maybe you did. Yes. Ghana Habeya Shiro, me dunya me Arameyo. When no lawyers, you can even have the whole million lawyers in Ghana. Me, I'm not scared. Me no be called boot for boot until this world. Me no back be free mo. It's a sworn enemy and a path we are not going to stop crossing. You think you are the most wicked boy? I am wicked than you are. And journalism, we all went to school. I said, journalism is not done the way you want to do it. Folks, take a listen. Look at this face. The Anas without a cover face. Look at him and check what he's doing in the room with those people. Take a listen.
Yeah. The paper is with the Ahmed?
Yes. You know what to discuss at the end. You talk a bit of politics.
No problem. That's my lovely passion. I like it.
So, again, we start with a normal conversation. We do business. We are very interested in the business. And you ask them personally, what can you do to to help them.
I'll ask both of them what's your power and what's your relation to the projects and how you can confirm for us when you can handle the papers which were recommended.
So it's a girl.
I understood, but you misunderstood me. I know that, I know what you said. I get it.
Is everything okay?
Yes, I made a booking. It's 4 seats over there. Only 5.
It's over
5 seats over there.
5 seats.
Yes.
Yeah, 5 seats is enough.
The girl.
Great. So, with the image, yeah. This is the Anas I know without the cover face. Onini. So, if there's any Anas there with a cover face, then I don't know you. But if you are the same person, Wunia and Abramian Incomo, you are prepared, Papa. Somebody is asking me one of the stupid questions I don't want to. I have 18. I have your mother. Mini 18 million. I have your mother. Okay? Don't come and speak rubbish. Oh. Don't just get out. Me here millions to come and watch a show and make a sense of it. No. Some people have had stroke. Some people are dead. They are all gone. Because of this kind of foolishness that our institutions in this country fail to talk about it. Now tonight, now we present the Anas who tried to cover his face. But we cannot confirm if he is the same person. But then, may I say, the same person, then we call on him to make himself present for some interrogations. Me be another picture video be actual. Is this also the Anas with the cover face or not the Anas with the cover face? But if he's the same person, then we're asking him come forward. You know one commodity. Yeah. Because here, the person is trying to do some cover face. Is he the same person or he's not? Take a listen to this. Take a listen. Monfa sa video number fast, MCR.
This one, you can try it, you can leave it inside. Tie it inside. Tie it, pull the line to that. So go and tell Sheikh, and I said we should just continue the investigation. I'm watching you. Oh, before they come back.
Before they come back. But it's not necessary.
Because
they didn't actually want to check. Say we have to pay for it. But we can come with it. From the night we check it out, the man doing this.
Great, folks. Anyone I may present here, Mamma, no. Shenisi yao. Ebribi beba, mesan de waba subium. This is the nurse without a face cover. Onu ni enim no. Hwenioma na oye no. If he's the same person, we are telling him, so Omra, me misa nasem. But say wherever he is, I tell him, remain silent and shut up. You and your surrogate. Remain silent and shut up. Me my ready train. Mufis are grouping ye do her. Oh, Ghana for us, I need you. A grown young Kamba will fear, we say Ede. But yet, so one would talk kind some phones. I know. Say me smart meaning crop only be say Yemra. Niembe you if you was our kindness, near for metal public domain, near woo in Mwasa. Minya sure so we need better no straight at the wrong side of your mouth. They say, yeah, that is it. But who say, yeah, you'll be papabi, yeah, you'll be mammy, you'll be nearby, and then they will say, hey, or where the power. This is the seared consciousness of some of you out there who don't want to reason and you who don't want to use their brains. Nenkwasi some phones ana moto na mokeka ho. And Crawford papa no maame no wo ye omsano. Now, monhwade. Again tonight I'm going to showcase yet another footage in which Ahmed Swali is spotted in the meeting with the victim and taking notes. However, the narrative out of this meeting will not be taken into account when this matter, that footage, that recording will go into the public court of public opinion. Mi be yinfo ni bi akyeremo. Na de mi be ya kyere wi, ubehu se afi abranti e fe na Ahmed Swali or video num. That's why I'm telling Ghana police is say nobody needed to send Ahmed Swali picture to anybody. We had dozens of videos. Because me give videos, I mean that maybe dozens of videos. Ahmed Swali's image is in those videos. Ah, woman in Crawford share them all these videos. These are all their own videos or unedited videos. Mumi San said, how did this video came out? Is he the one? If he's the one, then we'll know another time. Ahmed Swali was in the meeting. Ah, womo ye rehearsals. Womo we are no me pia victim na abeshim. We eye juma ah ye boma basu mani ye. Take a lesson. Watch this video. Na mo be hu Ahmed Swali in the video. Take a lesson.
You choose more than this guy, I don't have anyone behind. A lot of people we hired and they are maybe long time with us, but always they make mistakes. I have to take care about these by myself. I have to travel here and here and here because our investment is not in one country. If we don't follow like that, we'll lose.
You are preparing the after gas and after oil.
Yes.
I think this is very, very good for your government.
This is important for future. So what's the next project we talk about? We talk about the hotel before.
Oui, c'est pas les hôtels. C'est pas hôtel. Hôtel, la chose en deux hôtels, on a dit donc la chose railway, highway.
Yeah. And then, you know, he's been going in and out, London, US, and back. So, best settle, yeah. Now, what be Ghana ha or any documentary on the Joy FM4. Yes, our documentary injunction abedaso. So, how can that same person be accused of what? But then you share police for no. This is an ass, you anas without the mask. Ni human and me tremono. So, when we no papa we once and bebano, they will change the narrative completely. Now tonight, we have yet another Anas and Aremio Anask without the mask, caught in a crossfire at East Dadikutopon, precisely Chadu, accused of what? Wanting to steal somebody's land. Yeah. So Anas here making a face mask ancient enemy. I feel East Dadikutopon, media some catchum, or was near San Cheno. Your chin near as why then. At the end of why. Nanny bisa says, video will be she said, you're the same Anas in our share. Nebisa won't say, is it the same Anas with the face mask? And I am putting this on record. If he's the same Anas with the mask now, then he should come. Say, no, no, then he should shut up. Keep quiet. Folks, Shadia a course ever chado. Take a listen to this.
Look at Anas. Anas Arim Yao. He said it's Anas Arim Yao. So record I and him. We are Chado here. Somebody has a registered tattoo land. He said it's Anas Arim Yao. He's coming to clean. Anas people land. If you are coming to clean that you are Anas. Record me, this man. You said you are Anas Arim Yao. Today I got you. Today I got Anas. This is Anas. You are Anas. Somebody has title. You come and claim that you are Anas Arim Yao. Today I've got you. I want to meet you to die. Masa, my father. You are
Great. So this is the Anas that I know. Minimum Anas we are covering the face. And Aremia, let me tell you. So ba minimum be dia somewhere. Anywhere that will be dia some. Be prepared. Sir, obeba with a clean face. So we are Anas with the face mask, then don't come. Because me minimum. But Anas I know is Anas without the cover face. So get prepared with yourself. Anywhere, anyhow you want to come at me. And I'm also ready. Now, Shadia, my America. The courts in the United States, Anas Aremio Anas, that I know of, are uncovering him. Claim this is his image. But the danger that now is lurking around is that image, you know, that is our courtroom, is taking a resemblance of another Ghanaian elsewhere, also a journalist, working with the BBC. And the danger, woman, is to measure, say, one day. So be at times, our brantena and us will be to say, as our national no US court to Honwa. Obey me this our brantena bonnet, because that image, you know, they take court on any abrante, about the same, and ubi any maso. By yen one, we have the spectacles, and we are very serious undercover people, eh? Now, I'm share image in that hono. The extreme right picture no is what Anas Aremio Anas put to a US was say. Ono ne sa picture no ni three eyes yabo said no. But now below that picture is another guy sitting there. And that is not Anas. This is a gentleman by name Daniel Dazi. He's a Ghanaian working with the BBC. Now, we share picture me and one. Both the left one and then the lower one, both almost separate. And to Obi beka se me cover menim meye say ensunsan so no hawa e debra omani ebinie. And I want the US court to understand say sa de na hye nanim no a wa hye space was no American court no any lawyers amwom no be careful say enye ne real face no je metimi aka no eno enye ne real face. No, there's a lot. Now me didn't be wie kra no finally Bibisamo Ghanaians, are you all aware that at a point when the expose was going on, on the 2 TV no. Those days no. Anas, Anas went to a man of God and told the man of God, say, a person in here collaboration. To what? To deal with Ora Kennedy Japan. Are you aware? More aware? Yes. Yamen American also for na kanasem. We have archives of we have a lot. Or say also for na kanenu masem. Na sign also for na kanasem. Take a listen to also for Daniel Obinim. Listen. Now, folks, Munya Nintenama video Nimra. Do you have it? Do you have it there? God, Munya Nintemame. Why any of software you can ask me? Daniel Obinim, Quadro Obinim, ne kasa. Say, Anas, Arab Emiyaw, Anas. Where the onone, the onone say, Sa Anas no, wa mo ni dinemo. The whole face mask no sir oni ni ko hia wo hemfa na afidien ene na so omonye na die ntinsu na obekọ ho na oni ekodi nkomo na se dien ene obi nim so nye. Folks, can I have my video very fast? Nye nye oman temperature guys. So a very serious matter o. But you see ewiase you say wo bo ubre yi a enti wonim ante adene ye tio manim na as anti corruption ye pese ye fight here ye ma institutions na wo manim no enye embolden no mo fight corruption no na akwete say no ye ma metra me kwaku na me nice na me nko fight corruption. By the way, doing that unim say eno no na wo be ma kwaku na aba be grow aba a Frankenstein monster one day na say me ye nipa enti me ye nipa yi. Why do you think, as I said, any idea no question, when we are to strengthen our institutions? When we are to strengthen our institutions to be emboldened and then also fight corruption. Folks, mami yi sa video no enchire mo. Ni emi so osofo na nkasa nka nenu asem enchire mo say den e na sa na asoko no one ni nkomo be no ni be there. Take a listen to this.
Mimi social. Dabi. Me pese be boss any pan di bagana phone di America na answer. Eni me no pa. Akura ko ni me no. Me ba ma me ka asem. Mani abre. Metimi aboss any pan di ba me mo. Yes. Mo pa mo fa phone fresh any pan no. Say any pan na me mo ni di na me say mo nim nipa ko. Yes. Say actions speak louder than words. Yes. Bloggers for me say bloggers for ATM bloggers. Ghana bloggers for mo fa phone fresh any pan na me mo ni di na o ta hye max na mo nim no say mo ka je say me obi nim bi gina ma so ne dem and 20th March 2025 say ebre bi etwam no o frɛ me. Yes. No kure. Mo ka je say me say no o frɛ me. Yes. Mo ka je say me na shiada. Yes. Me say bloggers me ma mo kwan mo fa phone fresh any pan say obi nim say woni wo hia kra wo America House. Yes. What friend Pastor Raymond say Pastor Raymond and catch him some person in Mishia. Because I can't any partner who Miami. Yes. Yeah. I'm a mini papa go shy. No, I say me damn me who the actual and then the man say Max. Many a friend must see me damn me who. Yes. What's my papa record or crime and found? The NT am a friend one person in Wishiano. When we say one market be a metete. One market be a say unko gina be video me no mienu. Yeah. When you say me no mienu ko na so record am found. Yes. Them person me catch na wo say. The ni pandi ayame no me wo on process. Yes. Sisa wo so be siwu na wo so siwu no. Yes. Eno na person me hia na me catch na wo. Yeah. Na me say me kwadwen ho aba. Fa wo na mama me see ani wo say me nso me number nie. Na me je ne number. Yeah. Ye kasa more than 5 times. Na me so mumusa no. Later no busa me sent me twice one na meye na me say me go so odwen ho na me wie because that time no na mate say we me busuani yes sa papa na wo ku mani mu ase e no kure pa e na me so me busuani ma me nyai e na sa branch ya me ka na sa me money dia mahu nipa kon o ka kire me so ono de wo ntwa so da e no kure because sabi nipa na sen na djuma e ye ne na adoma chede wa sen wa gu chese tan. obusa me say de papa na ye me no emfect me adwuma won am say hwe emfect me adwuma ombra me hwe kwaku say
80%. Let for me alone. There you are waiting to see you because as a matter of fact, the lady has even was confaba. I did here for so many years ago. Woman was I review. Obia Casano Diaba. We need to see him. It's a seal no near the Benyavia. Obi confaba Yenny, of course, after all. After all.
Every day you know. Who shall be a Casano confaba? Asem
when you could run an ecaso. Obinimo. Obinim na Casano. So a choir this way the no or say the share mask no and we can hazard the guess we are talking about anas no share mask no on no kohun also on any dim come saying 5 times or no who say na ahokyere because their course on the 2 those days no na jam na nye jacket wa we dey prapra kwan mama okay mo the extent to which he was so frustrated. He couldn't survive the test of time. Oh, no, yes, I know. So, anti-crusader. No, yeah, ni binu no intimian survive. So, who are suffering now? No, yes, sir. Rubbish. Me who said ni surrogate ni useless animals. No, omugu ye de. Na me minita me bo din kra my enrich you see. Listen, all those animals amugua uye de. Me mo udin. Me bo din na my enrich you see. It's a grace for you. All right, but I can only say, sir, either consider that you are being an animal, a scavenger, and a rock, and I have no time and you have no place within what I'm doing. I'm speaking to people with wisdom. I'm not speaking to animals like some of you out there who would continue to worship an image you have no idea and who he is. And then family, folks, money my dear, apart from so new obinim yes I will later Osuma Abranteya Osman Maneba we Echo Obinim sorry so moko entrap Obinim and Obinim caught him red-handed. Yeah, that same cutting. They caught him there. And I have the video. Yeah, me money name mamo. Another time. So folks, tonight, me person do we took mamo. And no me go on. It is me who where to tackle where. No, I don't know. But I'm saying again, we are talking about Anas with no mask. But if he's the wherever he is, if he's the same person, and I'll see your bony videos here, and I'm not forward. Other than that, wherever he is, together with the surrogates, together with riffraffs, together with his good for nothing people who use the weakness of our institutions to amass wealth, to shut up and give everybody a break. Folks, as far as we live, and no sir. And in the surrogates in the mobile come I don't give it and family home. Mobile come I will expose him and expose him to the global world. Go and bend the sea. Because short break me by my guest, lawyer Anoche Frimpong. Of course, he's here, the historian. After be real historical artifact near the Nyomato to say this is the Frontline Ghana Speaks with Kwekwanan. I'll be right back.
Hello, welcome.
Thank you.
Sure.
I'm interested in buying a plot of land, seeing your ads online, decided to pass by and come check it out myself. Doing business without seeing real offices these days is kind of really stressful.
What is your budget range?
Spending about 50 to 70,000 Ghana cedis.
Wow, luckily we have a plot of land here going within that range. actually, at Dentra.
Oh, great. And how's the payment plan?
We have an initial deposit of 20%, outright payments, 3 months payments, 6 months payments, and 9 months payments. With the outright and 3 months, we give you 1 triple stone and 1 triple sand.
Oh, wow, interesting. Sure. And I think I'll go for the 3 months payment. When can I go view the site?
Every Saturday, 10 a.m. is site viewing.
Then I think we are good to go.
That's fine.
That's nice.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Nice doing business with
Nice doing business with you.
Find your dream property with Aura Black Star Limited. Visit us today and let our expert team guide you home.
You can contact us on 030-2452-555, 030-2452-555. Our website at www.aurablackstarlimited.com. Aura Black Star, your preference, our priority.
Folks, welcome back. Of course, this is the Frontline Ghana Speaks extension. Of course, I welcome all of you to this extension. And of course, in this edition, we throw the spotlight on our heroes and heroines and their impact 68 years down the aisle. My guest, lawyer Yao Anoche from Pong, is here in the studio. Lawyer, Memoajo, wapo dear. Wonderful. And then the history I'm for serious keke. Na assembly si wa candidate, but it will be a be no more question. And no more be says so is it true Zem? Sir down kwa secretary way. Ninchemu Hosanum, the first gentleman or the political party role memory paragraph, ne dino. So then try to sync link up say Aden young run about Nantono. Near the Akoto JB Dankwa, who we don't even know the kind of political impact he made in the political landscape. Can we get the confirmation that that is true? Granted, I know.
Dankwa circle.
Yeah.
A woman change here. Oh, say Nechino.
Yeah.
Wo done about police hospital and the prison's headquarters. Immediate right. Sabro sign is one. A wapao, Banakasia when you win it.
That photo company be
photo company and a Chinese restaurant be a na a JB down sorry. George Alfred Grant, a year Grant, Nifie, more or less the first modern private story building in Accra. In fact, high-rise building in Accra. Say Kaneno is about say story. Kaneno na yana nano me see in Tabwa Bresign. No di can be see that raw building. I saw here a high-rise building at least for those days in the 40s.
Yeah.
Now what happened was that General Champon, or ye coup to Buziano.
Yeah.
Or no ye compromised. I will be any say. Or ye compromise. At a certain point, Ghana of when you know who say, or I James a fair Kuyan on free subim. Thank Kokofan Kromaba. Now Kroma a wooye. Nti some Kroma would yan your handy over the Amahwine. Nti no wa Jane say or better no Kunyan so. Now me I will call it a great mistake. Because somebody aware in Kroma. Now this man, Dr. Joe Apia. Now Odi Kwame Nkrumah echi. And a Joe Apia no a free Kwame Nkrumah echi. A joining UP4. And then a champion made him his personal advisor or special advisor, which I believe was fatal. It was very fatal. It is independent the catcher and the say. Say, Opesa wotina kunyano sucha. And yes, I will blend it CPP for no Nkrumah and the Mateme who for no.
Yeah.
And wo blend there. JB Dankwa Obia. Fanny says a grant in Warnona or War. I watch it ye nimini ye pa from those who opposed Nkrumah. Inti ya de kasiye bi a beshe JB Dankwa enimunyam. Na Mateme who for ni nyina a supporto. Send a CPP for supporto no. And no near. Ubetena asasi so saa konwano so saa eno na ma
I see
omode ho no eto ye fa ne say Dankwa
I see.
And the wrong thing was that a grant and the fee is and I believe it's not too late to change it. It's never too late. Another advice or demand, and then I say a fatal advice, and it's all catcher and say, not by no on fat, Matim Hofu ni be a wuremu. Into a known NLM or UP Matim Ho Surgeon General Ekufu. And obey no Chief of Defense Staff. Into not doing no when it is. Ono so ya kwapimni o relate Akufo-Addo mo from the father side. Onse Akufo-Addo or papa Eduardo Akufo-Addo no efri akwapim. Na chimabu akwa akonwa no ene ye friend say akwapim akonwa no ye baako. Chimabu akwa de ne yo for repeni. Na ye friend say achim de no akropon de akwapim akropon de eyo for rekuma. Nti ye akonwa baako, eye two brothers akonwa. Nti okofa ani free ha na ti se ne wakofa na free ofori penny fie no aba nti no wonder oba na so oba betu ni free ade so otu no wie na election no a organize there was clear evidence say no person William Oforiata pa William clean say clean oba wini election no nti Rollins two saban no eguye no omo hu ballot krono no nya na ya start you ya tamprinter ya bibia already na in fact Akufo edikan organize poll bi ehun say People's National Party PNP CPP for no ebe wini election no with Imoru Igala as the presidential candidate ntiaka just about 3 months ma ya to abano na so frustrating PNP for no CPP for no nti ya disqualify Imoru Igala. So I am Kroma minister. Now your friend say adverse funding be against him 1966 after the coup into one to main standing just to frustrate the PNP people. And no more Dr. Hilary Liman by. So Liman had less than 3 months to campaign and he won the election. It is a Liman and young Rollins our baby two General Akufo. And the Liman no call election now. Nke Liman no winning ko winning. Vito Usu no di second no PFP nko di second nka Pauli and no aye bibia so mu wie mu ama no ema na wini na efane sa ade bia nso a wamfa kwan papa so anje in then dem wa obi a hweku ba ya efe ya chi wo mu nyina kokum wo se woto obo na wo hye champon wase a nka believe say so tena so ya president also handing over okay all of you would have died a natural death but near there is also something wrong. What we say 37 military hospital. Circle biwo.
Yes.
Kwame Nkrumah to nidi Ekuafo circle. And the reason for the Ekuafo circle no and they say we share tetakwashi.
I know who run about this I won't feel.
And now they statue kitu BS who share glasses. I Professor Buzia statue. And I conform to me and lunch because one to man no great. Or you no na a military leaders in the catcher and said they are not interested. Because baby starting no also when you are a military zone. And when you are 37 military hospital area, Flagstaff, and not in a Kwame Nkrumah send the Flagstaff house, no. Flagstaff house, no. Military headquarters.
Yeah.
For the British. Yeah. And the 37 military hospital now Mekano. And also na say Second World War no omo hospitals omo sisi here e wo wiase ba bia na de ayarefo omo ya prepare mo war no ko when I touch 37 nti Nkrumah hu say once said 37 military hospital no dia e dey na Flagstaff house no dia okwose sometimes who be di obi ade no matter what uja bibia wo de kai no and into the champion a year statue of Goggisberg ADC Kolebu Teaching Hospital and the Sankiaji found with the dada nko betume de ne de si what is ania na no de Akufo-Addo de kokosi if you kwanta hospital can say one fa kwan papa so yebebu na Goggisberg de so yebroni so bi emu no because of new year edima wo main no see the first African hospital edima kanena wo yare a abrofo hospital fa European hospital bibini yare omo abrofo ne kache say ye yenkofa bibiduro ne mfansa ye ho yare and na Goggisberg by you see hospital edema Africans Nti champion rightly and ode ne statue ade esi ho. Nti sa place no a 37 ho no. And the military officers ne ka kire kofo so mo ani anje ho. Say buzi a statue say. Nti mema dwen nti wantumi anlanche. And ofiri ho na ohoni na ka ho a wo sha ne glasses. Nti hwe na buzi ade na spectacled man. Yeah. Nti no enye late say papa no me bo ni din na no say your friend no Isa Kanjaga. RSM Isa Kanjaga. Superintendent Imri ma order say kum those thousands of demonstrators 28 February demonstration no me no Accra the Osu crossroads normal counter order say don't shoot or can house them na nyankopon wa wasuri nadom police for mu nyina ya before more than 100 obi ekutatu into shoot no mu shoot ya nkombe kum thousands of people nipa no so no mo do so ye ye kan history na ya nti say one tie ni ya obefi say nipa miensa o sergeant ajete atipo odate la
bomo so pa na ye keka kosi o
ye keka kosi you see as servicemen ya 60,000 ye do wo mu e buy nti fa ne say emu 10,000 impoda na e belong to Accra wo mu ka Nkra that day na wo mu ko demonstration why na betina fi o mu nyina ba sori akọ nti wo de fa ne say mu 1/3 impoda ko ya 3,000 is not a small number and according to history no o mu fi Jamestown no wo mu ba no young men and women o mu ni bra bi abon join sa nti o mo bedru crossroads one na nipa no was thousands and more than 100 policemen got not tension wa had that because of the January boycott of European goods led by Nikwabena Boni II. Tina tension aba Nkran ha say tina police for atoto o mu ba bia o mu ba ni na edi wo mu achi no mbe pie ho say mo enter seat of government mo form petition na mo nsan mo say mo mpene then the only thing the man could do to save the situation was to order that they should be shot on site, which at that time was right. But Nyankopon adom ena Isa Kanjaga can say don't shoot or can war house them. No, sign can say man can be say shoot them no so can house it say any amuntu nko in the Hausa language. 3 times obi ankasa no no hwimetuo baako ena bluntly papa ekum nipa miensa na thousands of people na ewo ho na enye omu nko aso na ewuye omu eprepre aye no nkofo no so omu na omu de omu nam kurom demonstrate wunsa na obi before e wade nti bebre wu wo omu nsam ye bi su ko wu hospital nti masam ne se yamfasa cycle no a obi sha glasses na yentumi under the dino Enfanto Isa Kanjaga because on the responsibility what he did was more than nationalistic. This saved the lives of so many people. Now Jidi Sankabeye Shejafo no ede. Na nkroma de na nka wa adwen say the honor Ghanaian farmers. Na say honor wo mu University of Ghana Ekuafo Hall. And na Jidi say Isa Kanjaga nya say nidi eyira ewo asase we say so.
Lawyer and yenhwe another set of Ghana for you betimi aye abobo mudi omonso pay contribution to this very nation as cornerstone. I see it ye kwa sentimemu other places in many are with names we have to mention.
Mejidi se senke ye kwa sentimemu pa dia nipa ba ko men enye se ye wire fino kra towards our independence. Ye kwa history dia nke bobo ya santuedi na mom say heritage month na wo mo edi wo man yi edisi ho mpacha wontumi mo bi edi enyi say osaya agiman prempedi second.
I see.
And they say abra ekoko ba say Ghana for edi ncho be na edi here British government say osi university baako e de aka Fura Bay College na ye mienu na between Ghana and Nigeria. Definitely omo population so about 10 times yen there and the fence omo wechiri yen ye ben Sierra Leone kakra nti wo hwa na tese kwan bia so no wontumi mfa thousands of students so omo move from Nigeria mra school Ghana every year na yen there the handful of students ebetimi akọ ho nti na yesi university ni wo Nigeria ɛna Ghanafoɔ no werɛ aho saa ɛna yɛ na Nana Akufo-Addo hwɛ one thing with Nana Akufo-Addo I have come to like him wonim sɛ wasua adeɛ pa saa yɛ kasa na otie you see first time no okasa bia no fi sɛ Ghanafoɔ nim abakɔsɛm nti otumi ka sɛ it was my grandfather my uncle JB Dankwa who built the University of Ghana. It's on record he said that and then kasa yaka no nanu ya odi observe the 60th anniversary of the death of JB Dankwa no wan kabiem efe wa hu sɛ sa nipa nim abakɔsɛm enu wachi kanea no kasa it was JB Dankwa who gave the name Ghana to us in the one year one kabiem and a 3 big 6 no one kabiem because when who say ya challenging na ni na so ye no correct nti na ni okan ya metie no was say we shouldn't forget the fundamental role the enormous role played by JB Dankwa towards the independence of this country into specific things are wode na no ebo so ni nyina da bia Ghana say no enne wajai nti amame hu say Nana Akufo-Addo like all people also learns which is very good for all of us.
I see.
Now going to the Oseajiman Prempeh and they say you see this was a man university asamano mekano uti university asamano mekano na say akwan bia so Ghana see university no nti there was this guy man na owo the only private station ewo Ghana ha say your friend Nanka Bruce no odi ye dede me copy BBC ma abrofo no dwen say civil war beba nti gese enya university ni bua Nanka Bruce nti omo to my na station e fa Zo radio the whole country no kwa na private radio station e wo Ghana ha na in the 40s nti dede no ye na abrofo no to my and say university no efe yanya na they would recognize it nti ono na ma ya gitu mu ye university no. Now the university was started at Achimota School, Omo campus. Until now, me know what I say. Some University of Ghana workers still have their premises, residences on Achimota School compound. I want to know. And a labadi la, ema abayin asasi. Nti sika na yede ebesi school. Abrofo no nyombe tumaya ma ni se dede no a nanka busa yi nti oma astart school no. Ye beye ne dey. E wana Oseajiman Prempeh prove so a hero. And all the adwene by at that time Ashanti was very big. Bona hafuna ya Ashanti West. And they were the leading cocoa producer region. So wo bia wo carry cocoa wo memu no. Titiro na sa so. E se yeti sika ni bi. And yeti sika ni bi a di gu ho. Nti Nkrumah beje fa ahudie no 1951 internal self government no onyaa and ODCC the modern building University of Ghana premises here e wo ho say University of Ghana and nya abrofo na esi here the ingenuity of Prempeh II and then Kwame Nkrumah constructing the whole university papa no nya no kwana oye owie no sa nanka office CNC university no being the chief of the Ashanti people, not open war Kumasi into a passasana to Wama Abrofono and the one yantum. Ntiyantum no Nkrumah bedi o mampenino sisi buildings in we penon say what the yeye kwafu sika as invest one kradia ne fa ban sika besi biwa hamame and then the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. And also around the same 1948-49 and yes, University of Ghana. And no catch a Methodist Presby. Catch one say, Waba South Habi whom Fantipim school or Fatipim Nibiwa, Kumasi Asanti Mem, Babuan and Croft one, Momwati Brofo. Yeah. What I say? And the Prempeh College. I see. And a Catholics and also saw no Mukasai and also Okokuwari school. What I say? And he said, Nipawi. Who better than why you be no way, Jano? What do you want to say? In Canada, be a bomb for be a member to say, be dean to say, Edward Akufo-Addo. No one besides said the dean or my way, seek us. Let your man obey your ma or mine. Because I'm not sure because I say, go for me better. I'm just saying the truth. William Oforiata. And then no yedema Ghana emai and niti eda yen yesika so. Then your premper of ahine. Isa kanjage ya making of ahine sergeant jet of ahine ni kwabena bone of ahine. Well, you see a D adwene de twi anche beshi asio ze frau emanasa nti yem to aso na yemko
and you Ashanti region yenya bi wo ho.
Oh, Ashanti
yenya bi wo nti last one yenya bi wo Western region. But what about Volta region?
But Western no. What mo semne yemwie.
Yeah, Western region
because of grant na semna na yekan.
Yeah.
You see big size na nkrofo kan no. And na mame to aso nkyere mu ye pa.
Okay.
Me nkyere mu ye pa ene say time no a demonstration ne ba ya ya cheche mpanimfo no adenti na ese ya chewo na ebi si da na omo so hu se enye ex-service men adwene and omo de call demonstration no because ex-servicemen the war ended in 1945 and they do omo buy other than 45 no omo bedri na hot no omo anko demonstration 1946 omo anko demonstration 47 omo anko demonstration 48 4 years and so no more demonstration, which was about a year after the formation of the UGCC. The UGCC no more a dormant, very dormant group. And Kuruma by and penny 2 months because Oba the end November 1947. Na December starting in Juma. January 1948. And a boycott of European goods, the first of its kind in Africa. Inti omu hu say Nkrumah na take on ni kwabena bone. Yes sir. The following month, February, na sojafoɔ no call sa demonstration into omu investigation omu hu say the General Secretary of the UGCC Kwame Nkrumah and aye sa de no. The General Secretary aye dia and omu ye sure say the hierarchy of the party no and this answer nti yenya de yancheche wo mu nyina Nkrumah mo koche ni Cape Coast area now yache wo mu no what we say strategically papa idwane you can say grant any RS Blay
omudwane
na nanka Bruce say a member Awuno Williams a member omu kan say mpanimfo no asika wo wonsam no empe baabi mfa ani wo mo ani midiyefo ni bi no empe baabi mfa sane ebeya ombetumi atwitwaje won wo court.
I see.
Into that rich man pa grant no na nyese ode no ho ba me ye che no na hwan na obetwitwaje won wo court any RS Blay into one more ye chi we mu na Oforiata ba ko ne friends yes Oforiata Paul Oforiata makan has accidental o kira de obu akwa state college and no buy say what is your chimpany for to be catcher down kwase onwane oduru one ye chene kan so he became just an accidental hero na the thing that yesika so
just incidental kakre
accidental project just at the papa bina question when the complete accident what you say the entire make us accident no you can big sense there and sanka wo mu a consciously omu take party na finance party no omu na nka say
omu give us a description
na pacho mami wie wanyasa ne yemienu yewure befi da bi e kan no wa ma ye twem eko enti time wa ye che wo no ne ye de wo mu free prison by to appear before Watson commission
no
and George Alfred Grant Mama Ghana for you and based on the advice of his lawyer RS Blay because no children one of the best British lawyers onimene that they betumi twitwaje nkrofo your friend Sir Denglefoot brani fita and omo kofa ne bae na obe defend this ni pensia no court ho more or less pseudo court no before the Watson commission and the recommendations by say setting up a new commission towards independence no. This was the brainchild of RS Blay and if I say his master George Alfred Grant on no the lawyer bet you charges any pension away it is a to the bina obi sorry na say ne deshia na the mentor any downkwa na obodi din so je fa hudie bibia masa na ya say wo betena ho no waye kom be nokre be ke ya say your friend say wo be kan nokre what you say Galileo wo be ka Galileo
the first
okay say we ask no call round what kind of Catholic one says a pope and say there be a ground there flat. Enti ese ekosai no ye de na koso so re agya ni mumu ababewu no so okay obesesa na adwen de de ni tru esesa wadwen wan sesa wadwen a ye bekum no say mesesa madwen ogina ho kom no say yes what are you saying I say in fact no kra pa na any say assassin na dey hey round so what no kra bi wa wo hunu wi say ye kun kra en haw ebi ne memedie say JB dankwa mepa chaw JB Dankwa. One year BBA say Yanje Fangudio Titru Republic.
Yeah.
He was against it. Man Crawford and
MC Amumame a fence. Okay, now we have JB Dankwa on the screen.
Fonina medema. Fonina full picture put Queen's head on our Queens.
JB Dankwa can't we?
Oh no, JB Dankwa can't. Opposition demand 1957. Yaji independence in March. Utie.
Yeah.
Where 17 June 1957. So March, April, May, June, 3 months.
Also put Queen's head on our coins.
Very good. And the birthday man, Kwame Finance Minister. Akwajina Parliament, I catch him say Yaji ye fa wudie no. Say yes sika no. Nti discover be fa no CD. Anu na opposition no. Ekwa kan say yemfa ye fa ne say eyi di nto na no JB Dankwa no kwa no nya mpini bi owo fie no organizing crowd we ni fie to oppose a tire bia ye de beto yesika no so na momu no obi a yaje ye fa ahudi o mpacho hwe bi read it from the screen put Queen's head
put Queen's on Code's head on our coins. Opposition demand.
One yeah. So 3 months after independence, and Kroma who ye were before to the Samani dinner. So
why were they pushing for South foreign,
so
and one editor
politics one no emra and think one way
good. And so now
vote Dr. Dankwa and vote no. Shasia was saying no Republican constitution save Ghana now. Into Dr. JB Dankwa. Nepe ona no be man ho fe pa we ni. Ghana yem penny for na die ni mu ni die no bia.
Very nice.
Papa we ho fe too much. Na your friend say JB Dankwa. What you say? Na 1960 ye beko republic. Na ye die ho say ye full independence. Dr. JB Dankwa say vote no against it. Mama ye republic. Anuntina Nana Akufo-Addo ne mentor ene JB Dankwa no what we saw by no betcha Republic Day no July because the mentor no was against it into that unfinished business no ye bogu ayentimi nya fa hodie kase edana JB Dankwa try anye na so beto aso ne ye wure fi Republic Day no nti wa ho bibia wona se nti 1st July no oyi edi free ho and okokofa ba could be 5th August a day e buy so for what you say
very
nti now no near here me say we have fully finished the grant story say grant NET UGCC
4th August more rather
4th okay 4th August grant NET UGCC grant ana ne dan wo Dankwa circle and also no ne di din to so but the champion quote wrong advice from Joe Apia grant ana nkofo na ne kwala na ya chi wo no ne kwala ne wo a ya chichi wo no oye den okofa lawyer ewe broche ba no de no ye businessman sabi San 7 wan ko school ndu echiri e otra San 7 no ko Wesleyan College Fantipim school the those they ko secondary school no why there na mom law na wo nim no from the advice of RS Blay otumi ekofa jungle foot e de e buy to kasa so yen kan function zema for so animunyam what we say wo mu agi independence pa na nkase amiensa e yen zema for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah grant ya ye kana sa any RS Blay na name obi say afomafo etumi ka cha santifo say ye ya tim for ye prefer hudie no na mo asantifo no mo
distorted histories and all
na mo asantifo no mo wa himfa woni mu role a prempe the second player ma nkami yura kura yafi woni prempe the second no ma Kwame Nkrumah te no ho free UGCC o am say woni mu dada I nam so man the title was such what no man or tin no because anamomo independence no colony wa kakra no ana nkroma de aba santimam watra e de kofra mantama de akokopie esrim and ye your sagefo ampa they yi prempe the second free ho now koka nipa foforo bi sabi for repenting one fight for independence but no ye nyansafo ofori kuma ye nyansafo ofori ata ye nyansafo kese wono na wo ba ya who say asantefo they were naturally united because of the golden stool nti asantefo nyina som akonya ba ko nipa ba ko nti die na meya mema achimfo so aye bi meka achimabu akwa because yan no ye ni bibia kan yan ebom and no yusu nyansa kase ye pa e ware from achimabu akwa ho ba bia kuro bia o ware wo so tina yiro no mboboro oha
why no
oforiata the first enti se wo ho aho wo beti se obi efiri achim kuro bi no so o kacha bi akonwa no we free one was kokan we mpacho mu nyina so mfiri ho because sabi o yenye seremfo nti wontumi nka se wo free papa ekuro wontumi
ka nade enti
wodi nade ana ade ba kwa ye di biri nkrofo ani so no anapo ye bia metumi expose the camera no ene se otumi frɛ asante hene se my grandfather what you say na ene se wo papa o na wo yo kani na wo ka grandfather ye ne ya na ya adwene ye se wo ye wo maame wo fa na wakɔfrɛ kofo se my uncle be de kyerɛ ade mu wakɔfrɛ kofo se my uncle akanfo no uncle bia ni wo free wo papa side akans wo maame anua bema na oya wo uncle na among akans no wo papa nua bema oya wo papa you need what far from you need that uncle no it doesn't extend there until you need anything for until say what can say my father's brother what you say because the moment you say uncle no you are lying to us you are creating the fact
uncle difference in the saying
ofa your mama enua na wo papa enua ontumi nya wo ofa nti wo mama nua na ya wo uncle among that kan wo papa nua among that kan so ana wankoye ni nua wankoye onua bema so na ye onua ba enam so onya wo mama nti wo frɛ ne mama enya ye frɛ ne sɛn so what you no dendende ye frɛ ne sewa what you say what say oba
okay
sewa this is no problem catch us so you find say Kufo is my uncle Kufo no so no your papa
paternal side
your paternal come so it means you are not from Menchia in much the same way no na Kufo ado no every abomosu ana na anu dia na make catch
yes afi ye keka ko ho
dankwa every adade ntem what you say ana achimabu akwakonwa no mo ye wo ho so mo ka wo no ayan sonafo akonwa ana na Akufo ado no asona konwa sona PSC no konwa kase pa hwa omudi ofori no anya ofori ko aye pharaoh efri Egypt na ba oh Jesus Christ aye very ancient and respectable stool
pharaoh
ofori aye every Egypt na ba anya one day e beka ho asem one day e beka ho asem of kofori dua ya say asantefo ye yi na say e ba betena ha na kofori dua no ase aye ofori dua kofori dua achemfo asase what you say no mudima asantefo na Queen Elizabeth tuaka let's say it your court bia wo mu kan tie Holland ne trust land na me to waso a your friend say na Akufo ado no court Kumase ogina asante hini enim tam ye ka say achemfo boys bi wo ne party mu akansa motumfo bu afu na okwa akopa chawo odo no se maba me fie me ye oyukuni nti akonwa no yam dia me so anache me so me ye oyukuni akonwa na eden eye media na eden na wo ye oyukuni a wutumi kokko free ofori atafie ma ne ye we ayuko wo free ho ma ne ye because omo ye nso na akonwa omo atwa Akufo ado wanhie ni nyina including he himself omo ye se free enye nokre nipa ba ko pede na ye nokre ene atachia
na so
dia konwa ne toy no so wanwane ankɔ London anka ye ne force e de ne tena konwa
no ya ata no so obetimi
and said na dia pa ho kane na wo ya ata wontumi ndi wo ye badu a wontumi ndi enne sa no ma no etwem enti ye nkyere mu man nkrofo nti ase ye se e ya ware dodo nyansa no a na no for real defense year you know and etumi aka won abom besi nne. For me it was never a bad thing, it's a good thing. Polygamy is African. Well, before your tradition to me and Tramo Bruni, my dad, until no than anana and your bonny. And I did be a way I will come and sign a bomb when you're bonny. No moment near ye can try say, or be for a bomb so for the penny fee. Or be free, your friend is a page out so free home. Or be free, at that the entire so for and you're
into my miss out direct question.
I used to free what friend is a down quasso on free.
Into my miss out say. Akufado only JB Dankwa woman blood relation.
Omuni relation bia we are say. Just as a more friend is saying, former finance minister no
kind of Oriata.
Can almost free ho baby. Almost free ne papa free Begro area because of Oriata defense. I worry ho. Free ho baby. Niampasa hu ne say I can for no matter how close it might be. Once it is to do with the father side, man can say free ho. And to Sadia, and coming soon come dear Konya Cassia power to Fofi. Wouldn't so 240 small girl no virgin, our son gold yawa, what's in it? You free me papa fee. And so best row, me free ho. What to me free me papa fee, money yeda. The moment I make us out to send up the ebino. That's a me yammy who says ceremony. Nampacha me or Keniba. We are Kenya, you are not better than anybody, but your sister, and say. Ya ko ya
mother side
ya de gidi se aboa bia no aboa bede no na ne madi nachi nti esua moa de no aboa bede bia na ne magi na moa onine no okroso oba ni wia no wa pene ba bia fa what you see and you know number 2 paternity can always be doubted. Yeah, nti obi beka say me bani Prince Charles na de oba be ye King Charles na bi kura na enye na mom ye funu no akora ne free mu ba and ya bo so mo nkro oba no de sie enye ye nti ofre oba wie pe se bra wa bra na akora ne ye wo dia wa bra nso ono na sabi o hwane wo go through wa ko see 9 months na nyame man no fo nsu aduane ode ma akwa both inside and outside we also the akola ni koma obi da bia oba ne dia akwa so the doubt bi en when remember the doubt no matter
akanfo no ye nhyehyɛ no
anu ana maka ne hey yesua mmoa de yesua mmoa aboa bi akwa hu sa akola di na chi no ya be di ono no bad time ono na say obi trap ba no ehye no kai months dodo akola ni ti woni ma na o su say ya what na wu sa asase we so kura no among human beings say akola bi wu a oba no si chai
papa che be ma no
ai ha no kura wono juma be no die na adene de no kai da wo we say awo so ya pa no akai ni na sa akola na mesie no 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 sie ne ba no de na be wiaso very painful hwe wo pa collapse sisi a wo ma me be ba be da ho hospital 1 week or down 2 weeks 1 month now papa no what baby what no so what I see anti Mr. back to our story you know one more case me for repent that be omo ye nipa kakra bi na fi ho just as every royal house until the oforiata no etene bebre because of our bebrebe no oforiata introducing no until am obi onam ho oforiata da no so oklemu so fi no omo afiri ho no want to me fa papa din to so until oforiata ne na won so I'm sure you understand ofiri ho oforiata ne to me now so because yeah I can for you fa papa din to fa your friend say
na we so me pese nya discrepancy of
papa din to of us
I fan to of us na Pauli any oforiata no wo mo ye enuanom ben a
William Oforiata any Jones Oforiata so now you can see say papa na sefo ni bia father say awododo ni bia nto mo nye related na mom or chilemu akwa ne father side obeka so na say ne papa be ware ha and owo ha umunye related. I'm speaking as an Akan and I'm speaking about an Akan family sana ye de anitie sana ye de anitie nti say wo pede ana wonya time achiremu tentente look at osaje for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah
yes
when me say ono de ono kwa no maame wo no na mom ne papa na wa yire num bebre a o kan won autobiography num nti Nkrumah wo enuanom bebre but when them so mum pentro bi atwa nti no omo meka nchire obi asa Nkrumah was our brother you can say that even though or your half brother no difficult to say so brother because of the Akan system. Now we relating to paternally. Hey, difficult to say that. Very difficult. Until Nkrumah so you know, father side. Almost so Asia trepa, but yeah, you find ye did it. And then yes, I would hear the day so. Because one feel woman fee. And I can function your boo baby said. Yamfa be maba enchichire busia.
God, my main message bear to be now for yeah. Good evening, Kweku. I love this history part. It's good. We have learned a lot in the opening. You were hot par, Miss Queen, and all the way about was it Ejeku? I wonder what this guy could have done if he had automatic rifle. Frustrations beyond frustration, pioneer. God have mercy. And all of that. Message woman related to Mr. Anoche. Yes, we was saying, Kweku, I know all is well by his grace. Please, this the moment Ghanaians will see that from now on we have journalists without stomach direction. Indeed, you are a truthful person. Kweku, you are the only journalist who has made shows with evidence, document, videos, file. We mention names, edition. Kweku, remember, the next generation, unborn generation, will learn or copy from you to enable them run this country in the name of you. Kweku, and as a history, as a you, Kweku, God bless and make you great, strong, keeping you more, never give up. Clinton, lucky boy from Matai Konode, Ebai. Now, lawyer, say, inti say, I feel who say, Nana, maybe say, former President Akufo-Addo, Momu Nimsa history, so Mun TV for more and she JB down Kwanabe Brebe, and claiming that's of say, one war from we say Nancy from all this while with the history.
So be a silence and throne because Peter need Jesus, woman and tea, baby, baby, and so you knew under. What you say? Peter Jesus, then you knew about Coupe, or only John the Baptist. Woman came in and she knew, and woman could baby anchor. What was important in say, Omo cancer children now what they are ban, Omo best spread yako, yes. Until you can use JB Dankwa as your mentor. There's nothing wrong about that.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, some make us say nipe NTM ye pa. Some mentai will be the truth. And I'm a person maker. Menka sa wababi NTM JB Dankwa academic leader.
Okay.
You know, a great book described JB Dankwa as a convinced Christian and a brilliant scholar. So what I say, and indeed it is true. Say, only first person. The PhD thesis, that can concept of God. Or the chair abrofone say
before so concept
of God. So near Niminyame and Sana Womo Eba. Now we had the details of it. Otresiko ancient Egypt to a nipa no wabe. That is the academic sense. Now on politics, munankophobia, epie piano say. Oh, one no didn't gonna buy. One no try ticket coffee. Kwame Nkrumah feel aburechire. Eba me ya ka picture.
We na a take angles be brave.
Depend. Ya babe say be ma kokwe omuye. Nya last week na mbekai. So otiase onyare so. I don't know when your phone in. Anka sa no cheap chat. And me wa kire amade. Okay bi. And FK dra. Also, Chairman, first year political science, that it was JB Dankwa who brought Kwame Nkrumah to Ghana, and in the end, Nkrumah killed him in prison. JB saying this. Now, the question is that Grant, JB, no, a lawyer, member of the UGCC. Now, Park Grant, to a businessman at the whole world, Nimono, a world acclaimed timber merchant. No one is sick. Until Wolf is a war, and go back now. I'm an ordinary lawyer, unfairly sick, and Kofa General Secretary. And I didn't know party. Until there's this simple common sense. Nay, son. What you say? Or the and now the cry, granted, then say, or tell say, young man who more Kofa number, a young one, Kromini, and Zimeni. Until he was so eager. Now, dear man, they need J more. I know so young come a Ghana for one and they say, Tama kwa Jebo, it will be say you see a lawyer. No, see no. Do you know the reason? Say, party na lawyer for an HR Moshia. And no money any time on Bayer a Jumano. And on what kwa Jano so February, or no say a lawyer ni. Until so you're not that lawyer and call your drop on. No, say Yankupon wo, and Nkrumah left US for UK. Just because he wanted to become a lawyer. Or cultural law entrance, no, as a bar entrance, or fairly. with all his brilliance no fe ade anyame ye bia woni mi nia oye so kokoye lawyer ni pe nke yamana ma because Grant would have thought to say obeba be ye say dan kwane RS blay ne akwaje ene obecha bi lamte amu edi na chi na lawyer for nko a munye ready so mbe ye adwuma anti yankonkofa a paid general secretary emfa no embra nti ade bia me ka kire viewers ade bia nyame be ye wo akwan mu no obedwene wa wonti ase initially o kaka no wa hu say be ye blessing at the amount ana one thing to ye be kan sa na de yina bawie ene say do you know say time ya chi ni pension na omo appear before the Western Commission the other 5 told the commission say Kwame Nkrumah was not a member of the UGCC. Yes. And I'm mentioning wait a minute. You see, omni answer omni answer papa.
Very clever people.
You can say, you see, Tamwa Nkrumah fra brochire buy no. Our muka so be man £100 a month with the car and the secretary. No why a Juman. Obedru one no who said they were not ready to pay him that money. And Nkrumah car say okay, they should forgo everything. The car, private car, no only a team of supporters. And I'm no who saw no one a tika mua. A be hajene, entino, or yakano, and the scan so one j. Yes, one and the 5 and no say them now about down for no, so I don't need money, no misadventure. No sister on Namua. Baby be common people you aduane ombedi no obedi bi nsuo so obanumbi nti won yesika ode beto bibia wo wiase ana omo foso Nkrumah mo osign here so budget £25 a month so on sign there on sign the chinkwa brichire sana nkoforo wa adwenkase sa de na osign here so budget no even though they never paid him during the commission sittings no ana omo de kodi adanse here say onye member of the party omodene by as a paid general secretary who takes his own instructions and takes his own decisions.
Good.
And he said assembly aba say omo general secretary aka organize a inkrofo mo ma right manipa wuwo enkraha. The general secretary should be held responsible as an independent contractor on one party no.
Beautiful.
So why the big 6?
Why
no big 6.
No
it should have been a big one.
A
big one. That big one who organized the demonstration to success and led to the establishment of the Western Commission and subsequently led to the Kusi Constitutional Commission that gave birth to the first independent constitution of Ghana, which led us to our independence, internal independence in 1951.
Internally independence 1951. Folks, the lawyer.
Big one.
Big one. Yes, big one or one like this. Folks, the lawyer Anoche from Pon Besiha. Na ya betwa so another time because still a Ghana man or break a crack. Na and the dog can say be in Yamasuka cra fine. Yes, I definitely know that another time you be taking another angle be Yabina Bintini taking another angle be say and also dear this year any betimi is folks. I'm sure many of you are all learning. We are all learning and learning a lot. Papa. I'm so grateful to Dr. Anoche from Pon said Utimi Beckham me the folks maybe sorry you hear channel so say guys say boy me production of course up there Ruby X and then Echo Besmark the indefatigable guys, the credible and then executive producer Yaoyamba, online editor, and of course Kings Campbell, editors at large, Kofi Ansa, and then the man himself who does all the arrangements. And then I say for EFA Ghana Speaks Part 1, of course, always and at all times the director of research, Eno Kofi Ejiri, my salute chief. I'm sure I'm show bro. Come on. Me sorry, see. Of course, up next I will say. Class news, Ebe take you off. Then after that, DJ Last Week takes over your screens and then plays you some nice tunes and take you all up to the weekend until the morning is Saturday. My name still remains Quick One and Shannon. So program we at the YouTube to me akwa oh kwahwe shena hwe fama a friend, a brother, a sister, ni nano yen trust ni endri o man for money in see Ghana man to me and to say